Imagine a moment of profound stillness. Before you, two paths diverge, two buttons glow with an inviting yet unsettling light. One is labeled A, the other B. You are asked to choose, a simple binary decision. But as you reach out, a chilling question arises. Is this choice truly yours? Do we, in fact, control our decisions? Or are we merely passengers on a journey predetermined by forces beyond our conscious grasp? This question, ancient yet ever-present, lies at the heart of our understanding of self and reality. It challenges the very foundation of what it means to be human. For centuries, philosophy grappled with this enigma. Then, science stepped in, offering a glimpse into the brain's hidden machinery. What it revealed was profoundly unsettling. The brain, it seems, often decides before we are even aware of making a choice. Our conscious will might be a mere afterthought, a narrative spun to explain actions already set in motion. Consider the groundbreaking work of Benjamin Libet in 1983. He devised an ingenious experiment to probe the timing of conscious will. Volunteers were asked to spontaneously flex their wrist whenever they felt the urge. Crucially, they watched a clock hand, noting the exact moment they became aware of their intention to move. Meanwhile, their brain activity was meticulously monitored using an electroencephalogram. Libet's findings sent shockwaves through the scientific community. He discovered a specific brain signal, the readiness potential, that consistently appeared hundreds of milliseconds before the conscious awareness of an intention to act. The brain had already initiated the decision to move, long before the person felt they had decided. This implies that our subjective experience of willing an action might be a retrospective interpretation, not the cause. Modern iterations of Libet's experiment, using advanced brain imaging, have pushed this gap even further. In some cases, the brain's preemptive action can precede conscious awareness by up to 10 seconds. This scientific evidence presents a stark, almost terrifying philosophical implication. If our brains are making decisions before we are consciously aware of them, what then remains of free will? Is it, as some suggest, merely a persistent and comforting illusion? Our choices, far from being pristine acts of conscious will, are the culmination of an intricate chain reaction. A stimulus, whether internal thought or external sensation, triggers electrical impulses. These impulses cascade through vast neural networks, shifting their states and initiating a complex sequence of events. This intricate dance of neurons ultimately culminates in what we perceive as a decision or an action. But this internal machinery is not isolated. It is constantly shaped and swayed by a myriad of external influences, often operating beneath the radar of our awareness. Consider the subtle biases that permeate our daily lives. Studies have shown that judges, for instance, tend to hand down harsher sentences when they are hungry, becoming more lenient after a meal break. Their decisions, ostensibly based on law and justice, are subtly swayed by basic physiological needs. Similarly, people tend to be more generous and cooperative when exposed to religious symbols, even if they are not consciously aware of the symbol's presence. Our environment primes us in ways we rarely acknowledge. Even something as seemingly trivial as background noise can influence our preferences. Consumers have been shown to favor certain brands simply because their names contain sounds that resonate with random ambient noises. Beyond these external nudges, our decisions are profoundly shaped by deeper, more fundamental forces. Our very DNA, a blueprint forged over eons, plays a significant role in predisposing us to certain behaviors and reactions. Evolutionary pressures, spanning billions of years, have sculpted our brains and instincts. These ancient programs, embedded within our biological makeup, continue to exert a powerful, often unseen influence on every choice we make. Faced with the unsettling implications of Libet's findings and the pervasive influence of external factors, some have sought to rescue free will. Various theories have been proposed, attempting to reconcile our subjective experience with scientific observation. Some turn to the enigmatic realm of quantum mechanics, suggesting that the inherent randomness at the subatomic level might provide a loophole for genuine, undetermined choice. Others explore chaos theory, proposing that tiny, unpredictable fluctuations in complex systems could amplify into significant, non-deterministic outcomes. However, a more compelling and perhaps more profound perspective lies in the concept of emergence. Imagine a vast school of fish, each individual following simple rules, yet collectively forming intricate dynamic patterns. No single fish decides the shape of the school. Similarly, our consciousness, our sense of self, and our capacity for choice might not reside in a single executive command center. Instead, they could be emergent properties arising from the incredibly complex interactions of billions of neurons. From the seemingly simple firing of individual brain cells, something entirely new and sophisticated emerges: the human mind. This emergent phenomenon, while not reducible to its individual parts, still operates within the constraints of its underlying physical reality. Even emergent systems, however complex, are not entirely unconstrained. They are still bound by the laws of physics and the biological architecture from which they arise. The question then shifts: is this emergent will truly free, or is it merely a sophisticated yet ultimately determined outcome of intricate processes? So we return to our initial question, now imbued with a deeper, more unsettling resonance. If our brains initiate actions before we are consciously aware, if external cues and ancient biology subtly steer our every move, what then remains of our freedom? What does it mean to be truly free, if not to be in ultimate control of our decisions? This is not a question with an easy answer, nor one that science has definitively settled. It is a profound mystery that continues to challenge our most cherished beliefs about ourselves. Consider again those two buttons, A and B. As you contemplate your choice, ask yourself, do you still believe in the absolute freedom of your will? Or do you now perceive a subtle, unseen hand guiding your selection? Perhaps the true freedom lies not in the illusion of absolute control, but in the very act of questioning it. In reflecting on these profound implications, we engage with the deepest aspects of our existence. Share your thoughts. Do you find the idea of free will as an illusion unsettling, or does it open up new ways of understanding ourselves? The journey of questioning, after all, is where true understanding begins. Like and subscribe to the channel for more reflective adventures like this. Thank you, and see you soon.